Is it jambalaya or jambalaya?
I call it jambalaya.
Jambalaya. All right, then that's what I'll call it too. We are in here cooking with Chef Michael Vaughn, who is here with Barnum and Bailey Circus, right? And here's what's interesting. Well, you don't really realize, you know, because I go to the circus and I get the popcorn and the cotton candy and I watch the show and everything, and I thought, okay, that's the kind of food we're talking about. But really, you have a small army of people to feed who work for the circus.
Yes,
people you see, people you don't see, and so you have to cook for all these people.
Right. Well,
is jambalaya a good one to make for everybody?
Well, they love Cajun food. They love, food from all around the world because we have so many different people. So I don't do it by myself. I have a staff that definitely helps me out tremendously.
And is it neat to like travel the world and you know, be cooking and seeing different places?
It's awesome. I get to see more places than most people of leisure get to see, so it's pretty
awesome.
Cool.
Well, tell me what we're making today, because you got a lot of ingredients here.
Okay, well, with the jambalaya, you got a lot of spices and a lot of herbs going. So you have garlic here, lobster base, salt, bay leaves, olive oil, tomato sauce, onions, chicken base. You have black forest ham, onions, peppers, sausage, chicken, tomatoes, and you know, your garnishes, your parsley and your scallions,
and a little soy sauce and some rice here.
Yeah, this is actually Worcestershire.
Oh, very good. Well, I tell you what, we're going to start cooking in just a moment. For now, though, you can get the recipe and ingredients and make your own circus jambalaya at foxprovidence.com. For now, over to you guys. Let me tell you, we're making jambalaya, which is the kind of food that can be cooked in large quantities.
Yes, large quantities.
And I like that you're cooking in a large quantity because we got a lot of people here to feed this morning.
Good. I brought lots.
So tell me how we're going to start this.
Well, the first thing we need to do is start the chicken.
Okay, so chicken over here.
Yes.
We're going to just take this whole thing of chicken.
Yes.
Now, how much chicken is this, and how much will this serve people?
Well, this is actually 4 cups of chicken.
Does this go right in?
Yes.
Okay, so this is 4 cups of chicken.
That's 4 cups of chicken. And
I don't think I've ever measured chicken by the cup.
Well,
what is it marinated in?
Oh, that's a little olive oil, a little Cajun spices, a little mixture of things.
Very nice. Okay.
Yes.
And how many? When this is all said and done, how many people will this feed?
Well, this will feed easily a family of 6 to 8, easily.
Okay.
And now the recipe actually yields to about 8.
Okay.
But I brought these quantities are a little bit larger than that.
All right, so we're going to get this chicken going, and then what are we going to do next?
After the chicken is going, we're going to cover it up and just let it cook, and then we're going into the rice.
Okay, I'm going to put this over here, and I see that you've put a little rice. You put some of the rice in here. How much rice?
I put 2 cups of rice, and we have some butter in there. It's like a quarter of a pound of butter.
Okay.
And then we're going to start it with hot water.
Very nice.
Now,
and so you're pouring the water into this cast iron pan.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, I'm just doing it because I'm actually going to bake the rice.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's carefree. You can stick it in the oven and bake it while we're sautéing everything else up.
And how long does it have to bake for?
Well, it's just maybe 30 minutes or so. You just have to just check on it.
So
you don't have to worry about it scorching or anything.
Oh, very nice. Well, I'll tell you what. You start that up, and I'm going to remind everyone that they can get the recipe and ingredients online at foxprovidence.com. I'm really excited about this morning. So tune in just a little bit because we're going to have our big cooking segment under the big top this morning in just a few minutes. For now, over to you.
Thanks.
Cooking up jambalaya this morning in the circus. Chef Michael Vaughn is the man behind the clowns. The one who feeds the whole crew and really a small army. And I have to say, you know, a lot of restaurants come in here and it's very nice. We have a lovely dish. It's very beautiful. It has like 2 scallops on it, and everybody stands around and looks at me eating the 2 scallops. But this time, you cook like you'd cook for the circus. You brought stuff for everybody. First of all, tell me what's going on over here, because I know you cooked up the chicken.
That's the chicken.
We got some rice baking in the oven.
Right. The rice is, we just pulled the rice out here.
Okay.
This is basically the Holy Trinity. I mean, that's
the Holy Trinity of clown cooking.
Yeah.
Right there, people. You heard it here first.
It's celery, onions, green peppers, well, actually a mixture of peppers, and garlic.
All right, and what are we going to do?
We're going to saute all of this, and then we're going to add the tomatoes. And you're going to.
I will help.
All right. So
tell me what to do.
All right.
How can
First,
I be
I'm going to dump the chicken.
Okay.
in here and turn this down some.
Now, just a moment ago, as Michael Vaughn is doing this, the oil was popping, and I said that must be a job hazard. That and little people being shot at you from a cannon. Sometimes I'm sure you have to duck.
Right.
These are the job hazards when you cook for a circus.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So we put the chicken in there.
We're going to mix. This is going to be our mixture pot.
Okay.
Everything's going to go in there.
And it's a big pot, as you can see.
And all you need to do is just add some olive oil.
Okay.
And start browning your sausage.
Now I have, and I'm going to do it right here, right?
Yes, right there.
And this will kind of sort of deglaze the pan a little bit, right?
Right.
All right. So we have what, about a cup, half a cup of olive oil there?
Right.
And then we're going to put in the sausage, which is right here. And I'm just going to do that. Is this flame on?
It is.
It is. Okay, good. So I'll put the sausage in, just like that.
There you go. And just going to stir it around and brown it.
All right. Now, I also have to ask you, Michael, when those clowns, like, throw pies in each other's faces and stuff, do you make the pies?
Sometimes they come by at the last minute. They need a pie. They need it right now.
They say, we need to do a trick. We need you to come up with a banana cream pie or 100 stat.
Right.
These are the pressures. These are the pressures that come in a non-traditional cooking setting.
Yes.
All right, so you're putting the onions in there and sautéing them.
Right.
Well, I'm browning this sausage.
You're browning the sausage.
And what else is going to? We're going to put the rest of the green peppers, the celery, all that
go
stuff,
in here.
Right?
And
I hear a little bit of sizzle.
Tomatoes and all of the ingredients, and then we're going to mix over here.
Now, do you find that there are certain dishes when you're cooking for the people who work with the circus that they request over and over again? Are there certain things that are really big hits?
Well, the everyday, all-day requests are mostly your fast foods, you know, the snacks in between.
Yeah, because they're probably either running from rehearsals or setting up, they're doing all sorts of things.
At that time, you have your burgers, your sandwiches, your soups.
Okay.
And at meal times, between myself and my staff, we come up with a different meal. We try to come up with a different meal every day.
Okay, something so that nobody gets bored on the road.
Right, exactly.
Now, how much of a staff do you have?
It's myself and 6. So.
Oh, okay. And you're cooking for how many people?
There's 350 to 400 if you include family members.
Whoa, and you thought your family was big. All right, so now you're going to throw in some garlic, right?
Gotta have the garlic.
All right. We love a lot of garlic around here.
Okay.
And then what's that powder?
The powder is just a little special secret that I have.
Oh, okay. So you can't tell us the whole...
It's a little bit of everything, but the basics of it is a little cumin, a little salt, a little pepper, and a little bit of
I like that you're playing this. I like that you're playing this close to the vest, I have to say. Now, how long do I have to cook this sausage before I can add
all
to
you
the
have
chicken?
to do is pretty much get it warm, get it good and sizzling, and then you add in the Black Forest ham.
The Black Forest ham in big chunks, which just looks
add that
delicious. Okay. Now, of course, since we're not cooking for 350 people, you may have to adjust the measurements this morning. But Chef Michael tells us that this will feed about 6 to 8 people comfortably.
Right.
All right, so as I get this warmed up, the next thing that's going to go in here, is there anything else that'll go in here, or do we just add tomatoes to yours?
Well, we can add, since we're mixing and we're doing it together, we can add tomatoes to yours, we can add them over here. It doesn't even matter. At this point, everything goes in except for these over here last minute.
Gotcha, okay, so these are the tomatoes that look like they've been marinated in something.
Right, those are diced tomatoes, and they're in basil, oregano, and just some onions in it.
Well, I tell you what, where do I put these?
Put them right here.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Why don't you plate me up one of your already made jambalayas, because we're running out of time here. I'm going to put this right in here. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these ingredients, start to meld them together, start to get them a little saucy over here and soft on the veggies, and browned on the ham and all the meats. And then we're going to mix them together in this big pot and then throw in the final seasonings. Is that how it's going to go?
That's
Something
it.
like that?
Exactly like that.
Well, I tell you what, I am lucky enough to not have to wait till the finished product is totally done. Chef Michael's going to give me a little bit. I want to remind you, foxprovidence.com is the way to go for this. And, you know, it looks like a great recipe if it's something where you have a big group of family coming over or a family reunion or some event in the summer. And look how much you served me. I love it.
That's a small portion.
Oh, that is?
That's a small portion.
All right.
That's a performer
Well, thank you
portion.
very much. Okay.
Not a crew portion.
One of the contortionists, I imagine. They have to stay tiny. Let me try this. Delicious. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus is the place to be. And Michelle, lots of people are going to be interested in heading to their shows.
Absolutely.